Alright everyone, this is an all signs reading. I thought we'd take a look at the full moon. I said we were going to do it, and we always do it. But this time around, I've been calling this moon the shit stirrer moon, haven't I? Yeah, you're going to hear all kinds of things about this moon from people out here on the YouTube and your astrologers. But things like it puts you in front of two destinies and split this and that. Yeah, a little bit. But this moon, you get the benefit of energy reading here. The moon is surrounded by a Lionsgate energy, which I pulled on, a record reading here at Steve's Love Tarot. I talked about the wobble in a 3-card reading the other day about the energies changing around the DF. We also, all of that's happening because North Node energy is in play. August is a North Node sandwich. And North Node is your road of destiny. It's your soul's true purpose. That said, I call it the shit stirrer moon. Why? Because it pokes at the scab. That's the easiest way to phrase it. I don't need to put any hocus pocus out here. You know, talk all kinds of oversoul, undersoul, this, that, and the other. No. I'm not a cobbler. We're not making shoes here. It pokes at the scab. It forces things to happen in a way. It creates some tension a little bit. Here's a pre-shuffle. And it opens with poking at the scab. And I'm going to talk about that, and we're going to pull a reading here. It's for all signs, doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading, and this is a very important moon. Not quite as powerful as last month's, but it is important because it pokes at the scab. And sometimes before things can happen, you know, we often say people have to hit rock bottom before something happens or whatever. But sometimes you just get poked and prodded enough, you take some action, you do some things, you make some changes. And that's kind of what I got here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. I have no idea where it's going to go, but if you found Steve's Love Tarot and you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, technically speaking, because you're all moving at different speeds, but it is on the full moon in Aquarius here, which occurs on the 11th at my house. It might occur at another time at your house, but let's see where we go. Here's my pre-shuffle. I asked the universe give me the effect of the full moon energy with the shit stirrer moon on the soulmate cycle. And what I get is, here's what it's going to do. Four of Cups crossed by the 3 of Wands. That's poking at the scab. There's already toxic disappointment here. There's disappointment that somebody didn't take you. You're disappointed that they didn't take you. They're disappointed that they didn't pick you. You know, that they ran for whatever reason. All of them got something. For all of you, there's a third energy in play, either around your person or within your person. So, what I've got right here is I've got poking at the scab. This urge to take the leap, to go toward that 4 of Wands, which, you know, again, we saw in yesterday's 3-card where I pulled on, or I think it was yesterday, I don't know, in a recent 3-card, when I pulled on the wobble, right? We talked about that, where you start second-guessing things and all of that. You know, it's right there. It had the 4 of Wands in that pre-shuffle or that reading. And here we go. Here's the 3 of Wands. Puts them right on the edge. Because it's really, really shining a light on this and reminding them about it. It's like somebody, you're trying to forget something, and someone's walking behind you and they keep reminding you about it. Oh, remember when you did that stupid thing? Yeah. And I mean, you're like, stop it. I'm trying to forget about it. Right? So this person, we'll call them Aquarius full moon, says again, 2 feet down the road, remember that stupid thing you did? And they're laughing. You know, it's that kind of energy. It's poking at the scab. And right here, what that does, according to the pre-shuffle, is the King of Pentacles crossed by the 4 of Pentacles. There's still this very strong fear within your person. It generates a fear that they missed out on something. This is FOMO on crack, is what it is. They missed out. They did something stupid. Remember that full moon Aquarius is walking down the street reminding your person right behind them. Remember that stupid thing you did? You dumbass motherfucker. I can't believe you did that. Right? Fear of missing out. This is FOMO. That's what it is, because they know your value. Right? The King of Pentacles. You could have been great. Well, where's it go from there? 2 of Pentacles. Decision time. They're back and forth on it. It's 2 Pentacles. Right? But what are they making a decision about? This card been coming up a lot lately, the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is bookending the 4 of Cups, poking at the scab. This is about breaking free. This is about liberating. This is where you turn around to that full moon and Aquarius person walking behind you, reminding you of the stupid thing you did. And you say, shut the fuck up. I've had it with you. And you beat the crap out of them. Now, what that beat the crap out of them means as far as your person coming toward you. I think that there's a snapping point here. We've been talking about it. This full moon can cause a snapping point, just like you snapped at that person behind you, reminding you of the stupid thing you did. I asked you to stop, motherfucker, and you kept reminding me and reminding me. And the whole while, the funny thing about this moon is the whole while your person gets in this snapping point, that full moon is still reminding them of the disappointment, and they need to do something, okay? Underneath that, just for fun, is a Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of destiny in play here. Again, the North Node is all over August. It's a North Node sandwich. And there's a lot of course correcting going on. That Lionsgate energy is going to be with us right up through the first part of September. It's strong. So, welcome to the shit stirrer moon. Now, in you, before I continue with this reading, I'm pulling on the incoming energy, which for most of you is your runner. But for you, pay attention, DFs, non-runners, whatever you are, pay attention to my 3-card that I did the other day about the wobble, okay? It's just the last 3-card reading. It's the most recent one. That's very important. That's all this energy is going to do for you, is help create that wobble. But that wobble is different with you because you know about it, right? I already warned you about it, so you catch yourself in the middle of it. Your person doesn't have me warning them about anything. They don't have an energy weatherman, right? All right, let's shuffle the deck here. That's a pretty cool pre-shuffle for the shit stirrer moon. This is going to be a good reading. This is going to be something else. I'm shuffling the deck right now. Give me the soulmate cycle universe with the effect of the full moon in Aquarius. It's a super moon and it's a shit stirrer moon. For those of you, since not everybody here English is their first language, right? Shit stirrer is a slang term. Okay, sometimes slang gets lost around here. It's someone who pokes at things. It's usually a third energy, which in this case it's the full moon, that just pokes at things. It causes problems, causes trouble. 2 people are getting along, third person comes in and makes them start fighting. It's a shit stirrer, right? That's why I gave the analogy of it walking down the street behind you, behind your person, reminding them of that stupid thing they did. That stupid thing, which they already regret and are disappointed about, was blowing you off, all right? This first card out is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? All right? So why the fuck are we here? Yeah. I said it's the shit stirrer moon. That's when you don't get more shit stirrer than the 5 of Wands. There it is. There it is. It's everything I already told you. I'm not going to relive the analogy of your person walking down the street and the moon behind them reminding them about stupid shit that they did. It's right there. It's going to cause someone, it's going to cause a snapping point. That 5 of Wands is temporary. 5s are always temporary. It's a snapping point. If you don't believe me, I just pulled, after the weakest card in the deck, the 5 of Wands, I just pulled the most powerful card in the deck after the cut, the World. Don't think this is going to be a powerful reading? I do. The World. It causes something to happen. There's that, the World, the 5 of Wands and the World in the cut positions are that snapping point. It is that point where somebody makes a decision here and may do something. I say may, I can't predict free will. I'm not the warlock on the hill. I wish I was, but I'm not. Let's shuffle the deck here. I can only read the energy. If that's a warlock on the hill to you, well, then I am. But I can't predict free will. Nobody can. Even that warlock on the hill. Let's see where we go. All right, let's see. Give the deck a final shuffle. Give me the effect of the full moon on a soulmate cycle here. Full moon in Aquarius. The overall energy of our reading, this doesn't surprise me. He's been coming up a lot, hasn't he? King of Swords, right? Just look, okay, this is the overall energy of our reading, of everything that falls on the table. We've already talked to the universe in the pre-shuffle. We got the pre-shuffle double verified with the cut cards. And now we're about to pull a reading. Now we're about to get into some serious shit, okay? Just take a look here. Take a look at that. Now, imagine you've been walking down the street. The moon's been, that's your person, the King of Swords. And the moon's been poking at them and poking at them, reminding them, hey, remember that stupid thing you did? Right? You blew off the divine feminine, asshole, and stuck with something you got on your side. That's your person turning around. That's the snapping point. This is where they take action. They also show up in swords for it. So again, we've been talking about this. If you, like energy attracts like energy. You've all heard that. Everybody touts it out here on YouTube. Few know what it means, really. But like energy attracts like energy. So if they meet you with swords and you meet them with swords because they met you with swords, then what we've got is a sword fight. Okay? That, be very clear. Opposite energies repel. So that said, you meet them with cups, or at the very least wands. But I would recommend cups. What's crossing this King of Swords? The Knight of Wands. Look at that. It's an energy of just, it's a snapping point again. The overall energy of our reading, where it pertains to your person, the incoming energy. Energy is always in layers. Where it pertains to our person, it's that snapping point. This is brave, impulsive action. Keyword impulsive. And this right here is one pissed off great horned owl. And I know owls well. I know a lot about owls. You don't want to piss off a great horned owl. Okay? Let me be very clear about that. Alright? Especially one holding a fucking sword going after their rainbow. Alright? Here's the energy around your connection. Here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Getting poked and prodded by the shit stirrer moon. Here's their soul. Okay? We'll pull on it. Here's the message from the universe. We'll see what the fickle old gal wants to tell us. It's red with the energy of the connection, and right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Like I said, I will clarify everything. Throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses, and I know they are, that there's going to be a link for an extended in the description. I am really going to enjoy this reading. Even the bird's here kind of chilling with me. All right, he's quiet back there. All right, you ready? What's the energy around the connection here while the shit stirrer is poking at the great horned owl here? Page of Wands. The energy of the connection right now is one of somebody giving it a rethink. It's an energy of a rethink. I know it's not a traditional meaning of the Page of Wands, but I don't give a fuck about the cards. I read energy. It's a rethink. It's a curious page. It's a page that wants to make things work. It's a page of communication. It's ripe for it. But there's a lot of passion here. Passion and warfare. This is passion. This is warfare. Okay? Be careful about that. Alright? You make sure you're the cup in all this. Okay? Just take my advice. I mean, do what you want to do. Make your own decisions. But, whew, okay, we'll see what happens when we clarify. How are they behaving in the 3D? How are they feeling? 9 Wands. We've been seeing that a lot lately, too. I think that came up crossing the world in a 3-card I did in my last 3-card reading. I think so. 9 Wands. Again, I gave you the analogy earlier. Your person's walking down the street. The Aquarius full moon is behind them. And every once in a while, it keeps reminding them about the stupid thing they did of blowing you off. Right? It's poking at the scab. But for most of the time, before they snap, for the snapping point, they turn around and say, hey, would you knock it off? I don't want to think about that. And then they turn back around and start walking. Then that moon does it again and again. And each time they say, hey, I don't want to think about that. This 9 of Wands is telling me we're coming to the end. We're just about at the snapping point. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about. 9s are the end in tarot. 10s are the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning. This card's here for a reason. Again, cannot wait to clarify this reading. Haven't even pulled it yet, and I'm already excited. Let's read their soul. This is the soul energy. It bookends the Page of Wands here. 7 of Wands. See? Lots of wands here. Passion. That's the resistance. It's what I just said. It goes all the way down to the soul. Because you go all the way down to the soul. This is a soul connection. What part of that got lost on you? It's a soul connection. It goes to the soul. That defensiveness, that I don't want to talk about this. I asked you to stop. And the moon keeps poking and poking and poking. They're defensive all the way down to it. But there's a flame it's about to flare up. All right? I see it. We'll see more when we clarify. As far as this bookend in the Page of Wands, this is, again, somebody who wants things to work with you, but they're probably very nervous about it. It's probably something new for them. They're going to have to make some changes to make it happen. But that moon will not let up. I could have called it the Terminator moon, but I've been using that reference too much lately. In July and June, mostly. But it could be called the Terminator moon. It will not stop until it breaks your person, until they finally get those steely eyes and go, fuck it, I want to be happy. Okay? But because I can tell you, everything here implies that they're unhappy. We opened with a 4 of Cups, crossed by a 3 of Wands. It's somebody who desperately wants to do something about a disappointment, about something they once rejected. Let's talk to the fickle old gal. It's separate from the reading. It is read with the energy of the connection, though. Okay? So let's see what the fickle old gal has to say. I love it when it backs me up. 10 Pentacles. Somebody wants something new. This is Huey Lewis. I want a new drug. Right? One that does what it should. One that won't make me feel too bad. One that won't make me feel too good. I want a new drug. One with no doubt. Okay, I could just sing the whole fucking song to you, but that's what it is. The universe is, I talk, and then I pull cards. I do it as a party trick all the time, or I used to. I don't anymore. I don't like being a party trick. I got too much self-respect for that. But as a party trick, I can have a conversation and just pull cards and just throw cards on people. I can do it all the time. I used to do it all the time. That's what just happened here. You just got to see my old party trick. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's read with the energy of the connection. Yeah, on one level of energy, you're the real 10 of Pentacles. They know it. You're the rainbow. This king's holding the rainbow sword. But also it tells me, I just got done telling you they're not happy. The 10 of Pentacles represents our stability in life, how we've been living, right? It's the ultimate. It's the pinnacle. It's the 401k, the car in the driveway, the 2 cars in the driveway, the 2 cats in the yard, the house, all of it. They want something new. This page is about new territory. It's a curious page. Goes exploring, right? Somebody wants a new drug. Okay. Potential final outcome. It's read with the 9 of Wands. This does not surprise me. I took a peek. I won't lie to you. I took a peek. So don't think I'm the amazing Kreskin or some shit like that. It's the 7 of Swords. That doesn't surprise me. That is swords and wands, swords and wands, swords and wands, swords and wands. And then a separate message from the universe. Yeah, but they want something new. This verifies my read on the 9 of Wands. I love it when that happens, not because of my ego like some of my critics think. I don't give a fuck. I'm just as surprised as anyone else. I like it when it happens because it helps you feel like you're getting a good reading. And maybe you take this information and you use it to your advantage. The 7 of Swords is exactly what I said here. It's like resistance is futile. It's read with the 9 of Wands. I said about the 9 of Wands, we're reaching the end of the moment where they stop turning around and saying, please, Mr. Moon, stop reminding me about that thing. Right? This person's full of shit. Your person is crazy. The whole while, they've never taken an eye off you. I've been drawn to it a lot lately, the one eye open on the fox. Always looking. They know you're there. I know that they don't want to think about that disappointment, but the shit stirrer moon is not going to let up. It's not going to let up. It isn't. I was going to clarify with the Lightseer deck. I'm not. This reading is going to get ugly in a minute. I think. Well, not really. I got room on the table. I want to clarify with the Rider Waite. Very rare. Very rarely do I do this, but I always follow my intuition. See? And that's what I teach you to do, isn't it? I'm walking my talk here. I said, always flow with the energy. Do what your gut tells you to do. Okay? You can always correct if it ends up being a mistake. But if it's truly your gut, it usually isn't a mistake. And I sure as hell don't think this is. Let's go. Why is the Page of Wands here? That's my theme song. Okay. All right. I said these two are read together, didn't I? Right? You know that, right? Okay. I'm just letting you know. Because it's the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, it's all a feedback loop. That helps me clear this up a little bit more. It's a feedback loop. This person can't let this go. This person wants... This backs up my read on this, which was the main energy. Yeah, you're the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Anybody can tell you that. But what I'm telling you is this person, what the shit stirrer moon is doing as it pokes at them is exactly what I said in the pre-shuffle about that 9 of Pentacles. And now we have an escalation with 2 10 of Pentacles here. We've gone from 9 Pentacles in the pre-shuffle to 10 Pentacles. This person wants The affecting energy is 10 Pentacles. This person wants something new. This is my Explorer page. This is Dora the Explorer here. Isn't that a child's toy or something? All right. I think my niece had a backpack. Dora the Explorer. All right. Let's see what's on top. 2 Cups. Man, I got Huey Lewis's I Want a New Drug ringing in my goddamn head. Yeah, they do. They can't take it anymore. This moon is relentless. You know what this moon is? You've all been to parties, haven't you? You know there's always, isn't there always, at least there was for me, there's always that asshole at the party who gets a little too much booze in him. Or it's usually a him. It's never a girl that does this, because women are way better. But it's always some dude, and they find someone at the party and they mimic them, right? Like someone will say, well, I went to the dentist yesterday. And then the person will mimic them, well, I went to the dentist. And it gets aggravating. It's fucking annoying, right? It usually ends up in a fist fight because the person being imitated gets tired of it because the drunk person pushes it too far. That's the shit stirrer moon. They're the drunk person who imitates people at the party. You know, the son of a bitch that ends up thrown in a dumpster out back because people get sick of it. That's what's going on here. This person here, as the moon pokes at them, your connection grows stronger. Because your connection looks better and better because deep down they don't like how they've been living. They don't like what's on their side. They're exploring new options in their own mind, whether they want to admit it or not. In the 3D, they're a complete bullshit artist. Okay? Why is the 2 of Cups here? Look at that. The 5 of Wands. Why are we here was the 5 of Wands. The why the fuck are we here position before the cut? 5 Wands. It causes a great conflict, inner conflict with your person because this connection's growing stronger as the shit stirrer moon keeps poking at them. That's what this reading's on. It's on that moon. We're becoming that moon. We're taking a look at it. That's what it's doing. This just verified. Again, I've got a reading that cross-checks itself. Just like checking your math homework before you turn it in. Yeah. The connection grows stronger and stronger, and the inner conflict within your person grows weaker and weaker. This is a weak energy. This is minor. It's mild. As I read the tarot, as the energy reflects to me, which it reflects to all of us individually, as it reflects to me, this is the weakest card in the deck. And if you recall, in the cut position, it was followed by the most powerful card in the deck. And this right here backs the whole thing up. Everything so far is right there. Now, let's get into your person's bullshit. The 9 of Wands, and I've got to take this. For some reason, these are usually read together in the reading, but today they're bleeding together. They're one and the same. Okay, and now I will clarify that separately. I'm not saying I won't. I like transparency in my readings. I want you to know that. Okay, 9 of Wands. Why is it here? Oh, that fucker at the party. I remember those assholes. They got to imitate everybody. Fuck off. Always some drunken prick who thinks that's funny. And they always get their ass kicked. All right, the 9 of Wands. It's annoying. The 9 of Wands. Why is it here? Shit stir moon. I love it. What's crossing the 9 of Wands? The 6 of Pentacles. That's interesting. This is very strange. Resistance to giving to this is getting smaller. That's all I kind of get off of this. Resistance to giving. The bullshit's getting smaller. It's getting harder and harder to maintain a wall of bullshit. A wall to this. What's on top here? Yeah, see? The devil. I knew it. The devil's there. This is the you can run but you can't hide energy, in a way. Okay? Because they're chained together, you could see it. It is. It's that they may be, while they're walking down the street and the moon is behind them, poking at them, reminding them of that thing, they may try to duck into alleys. They may try to take side routes just to shake this Aquarius full moon person poking at them. They can't. You can't hide from it. It's always there. They turn around and it's there. Again, I could use the Terminator thing again. It just will not stop. It is really strong energy here. By the way, soul contract, 2 of Cups, devil, soul contract here in this, as I'm pulling on it, because I'm pulling on these deep soul connections. The universe is calling this shit in. The universe is playing all these cards. The full moon, the North Node energy, Lionsgate. Who the fuck do you think is pulling all this energy? You think this energy is being generated from a human being? No, it isn't. The universe is playing these cards, man. The universe is a hell of a poker player. I have to tell you. Why is the devil here? The devil is fear, right? This person fears. They don't want to hear it. La 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 la. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to be reminded that I'm disappointed. I don't want to be reminded that I blew off the divine feminine, the empress, the best tits in the tarot. I don't want to be reminded of that. La 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 la. And it generates fears. The fear is coming from the fact that they can't let this go. That they can't shake the moon. That it's there. It just keeps poking at them. And all the energies around them are adding in. Right? Because, why? Well, we did a Lionsgate reading. I told you why. We're being course corrected. Your person's been going down the wrong road. We all have, on some level. But your person on a big level went down the wrong way. They were looking for something beautiful and they found something ugly. And they're being course corrected, being encouraged by the universe police to get back on the damn main drag. And I'm telling you, their fear is that they're going to have to do something here. They fear actually having to make a move. Not because they fear coming towards you, but because they fear what will happen. They know you're great. The connection energy is building as the full moon pokes at them. That's why we have a King of Swords here as our overall energy. He takes action. He don't fuck around. I said don't piss off a great horned owl. If you get nothing out of this reading, nothing at all, except don't ever piss off a great horned owl, then I have saved your life, or at least an eye. Okay? And that's good. I've done my job here, karmically speaking. Alright, why is the Seven of Wands here? Let's talk about their soul. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Why is it here? Let's see. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Tell me about their soul energy universe. Tell me about this fucking Seven of Wands. Why's my table crooked? I'll make it all pretty for you. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Why? Oh, fuck my ass. Are you serious? This is going to be a fuck my ass reading again, isn't it? I'm going to say that. Okay? It's the Six of Cups. It's the Six of fucking Cups. I know you might say, oh, I thought it was going to be something good. Well, fuck you. That is good. It's in the soul. It's Six Cups. Look at the picture. Fuck. I thought it was going to be something good. Look at the picture. He bringing her little roses and flowers and stuff like that. Yeah. Listen, this person cannot escape it. All the message we're getting here when I said we're going to pull on your person's bullshit, because this card is separate from the reading. It's red with all this. We'll get there. But when I pull on your person's bullshit, all of this here, it's a waste of time. That moon isn't going anywhere. That scab is going to be reopened. And while they're afraid to do something, they're holding back. Because as the connection energy grows, they get more and more scared of it. Because it means big changes on their side. Right? But also, this is a nostalgia energy. In other words, what this card is telling us is that only the warm thoughts are entering the soul. Warm feelings, I should say, are entering the soul here. So when they feel about you, not when they think about you. When they think about you, you scare the living shit out of them. But when they feel about you, it's nice, it's warm, it's those warm fuzzy memories. It's what they could have had. It's welling up. Why? Because this card here and everything on it bookends this. And I just told you the energy's building in the connection. What's on top? Death. It's huge transformation. It's major arcana. All of that nostalgia, all of that warm fuzziness, right, is wearing down their defenses. The defensiveness is coming to an end with the death on top of it. And that death is transformation. It transforms the energy. All right, into what though? What's the death card? I love tarot. I do. It always reflects the end. I said, what's death doing here? You heard me say that, right? It's the Knight of Wands. Why is that important? Why'd I laugh? Because isn't that what's crossing this motherfucker? Yeah, the Knight of Wands right there. Crossing in our overall energy. The Knight of Wands is part of the overall energy of the reading. When part of the overall energy of the reading shows up in the reading, that's a huge deal. You take note. The Knight of Wands, it's causing them to, it's the snapping point. The universe is showing it to us. I'm telling you here why they're afraid. They're afraid because coming towards you means something has to change. people don't like change. Your person doesn't like change. Your person, they always come up as the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Fakey McFakerman, pretense. I'm not seeing it here because we're talking about the shit stirrer moon. We might see it around this card. We might see one of those King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Burger King shit things here. Maybe here. We'll see. Alright, let's talk to the universe. You gave me this 10 of Pentacles. I told you what it meant. It got verified by 10 Pentacles crossing the energy of the connection, which this is read with. It's a feedback loop, which causes your connection and the urge to come towards you to grow stronger and stronger. Again, my analogy. The moon, we'll call it Aquarius, is walking behind your person, reminding them every 5 seconds about how they fucked up here and how miserable they are. But it's also reminding them how miserable they are. So it's more like you really fucked up not going toward that divine feminine. Now you're stuck with this shit you got. And your person turns around. Hey, knock it off. I don't want to think about that. Your person turns back around, walks forward, but the fucking moon is still there, and it says it again and again and again, poking at the scab. This here tells me, with the Page of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles crossing it too, that this person deep down inside has been wanting out of whatever they got for a long time. But it's scary. Lots of people want out of their life and into something new. You know, think about all the people sitting around. They're maybe in their 40s or whatever, and they wish that they had done something when they were younger. They want to be on. I could be on TV. I could be in the movies. I should go to Hollywood. Oh, but I can't. I'd have to quit my job, sell my house, and I've got all these responsibilities here, right? See, they want to do it, but there's a huge holdback and a huge fear from doing it because it creates an upheaval, right? So, yeah. Some people do and some people don't. Your person, there's definitely something here that you are way different. You're a new direction. I see it here with death. They know it. But the problem is, on another layer of energy, your person's soul is transforming. Your person isn't, they can't, I've told you this before, and I'll tell you again, the universe calling in a soul contract. They can't keep living in their old way. Death is here. It's in the soul. They can put up all this 7 of Wands resistance is no match for this death card. It's going to cause a snapping point. They're just going to do it. Now let's talk to the fucking universe. I've recapped you. I've given you shitloads of information here. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? Son of a bitch. Unreal. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This shit, this person, I said they're unhappy. They're wicked unhappy. All right? Wicked. I became a Bostonian for a minute. They're wicked unhappy. Yeah, they are. Big time. Big time. The wheel is turning. The energy around them is shifting. It's shifting. The universe is calling in a soul contract. The ground beneath their feet is changing. All right? If you come from the country and you move to the city, you can't keep living country. All right? You can't. Your pickup truck doesn't work in New York City traffic. It's a pain in the ass, gas guzzling craziness. You just don't do it, and parking's expensive. You know, this person here, their whole world is shifting. It's time for them to come toward you. The energy's building. What's on top here? 7 swords. Look at that. 7 swords. 7 swords. Holy shit. And what have I been saying? Come on, this is beautiful. What did I say? I said your person's full of shit. They are. They never, I mentioned the fox with his eye open. They never took their eye off you. They can't. And that scares them because if they come towards you, then shit's got to change. I said the energy of your connection's building. All while this person wants something new. Page of Wands down here. They want something new in the 10 of Pentacles department, but they're full of shit. This card is read with the 2 of Cups. But it's also read with this 7 of Swords. It's a double 7 of Swords that shows them looking at you the whole time that they're pretending you don't matter. Okay? You're the real 10 of Pentacles is what this tells me. This person's full of shit. Right here, this tells me 2 things. It's read with the 2 of Cups. It tells me that what they've got on their side is bullshit. A lot of deception, a lot of lies, a lot of fighting, a lot of just, even if they're single, a lot of discomfort with it. They're unhappy. They're displeased. Super unhappy. And the reality is you're looking better and better and better and better the more that moon pokes at them. So let the moon poke at them. Fuck them. right? For you, it's going to create a wobble in the changes, but I've already talked you through how to deal with that in a 3-card reading, so I'm not touching on that right now. I'm talking about your person, who is very full of shit, and this 5 of Wands is futile. This is the weakest energy. Why is the 7 of Swords here? Doesn't surprise me. The Moon. It's all going to come up. They're just going to throw up. They're just going to be in the corner, and they're going to need you to hold their hair. This is you're some kind, well, there's many layers of energy here. Let me give you a few of them, okay? With the Moon here. First of all, the Moon with the 7 of Swords. Why is the 7 of Swords here? The Moon. It tells me that this person keeps this very quiet. You're some kind of secret in a lot of ways. But that secret is leaking out, okay? And don't take that literally, okay? Don't shut off your video because this guy said I'm a secret. Everybody knows about us. And it's not about that. You're a secret from themselves. This is about feelings. It's the Moon. It's a card of Pisces, okay? It's very emotional. And they keep it from themselves. But it's leaking out. These are secrets that, you know, the Moon lights some things. It leaves things in shadows. But you can get around on a full moon. We're pulling on the full moon. I get the message from the universe. The last card out is the Moon. The shit stirrer Moon is lighting up this person, how silly they're being, is what this is telling me. Because the Moon is red with the 5 of Wands, which is the weakest energy. It's temporary. It lights up how silly they've been. It's almost an energy of someone coming to their senses for a moment. For a one desperate moment there. Right? And that's this Knight of Wands energy. That's where they run in. That's where it's super powerful. It's why the Knight of Wands is crossing the King of Swords, our overall energy. Action's being taken here. I'm curious as to why the universe threw us the 7 of Swords as the final outcome, though. Is that action deceptive, or is it, I don't know. Let's find out. There's a lot of energy here. There's a lot that your person, it really is, the easiest way I can phrase it to you is coming to their senses. The Moon is forcing them to look at this. Forcing them to look at, usually with the 5 of Wands, if it's an argument, we see it's silly, right? The Moon is lighting up how silly they're being. Because you're very important. And you're getting away. And all they need to do, it's funny. Because the logic is off here on your person's side. All they need to do to be happy is move away from something that makes them unhappy. You would think with that kind of logic, it would be a piece of cake. And they just do it. But they don't. And I think that's what this 7 of Swords is trying to tell us. I'm not saying that they don't come towards you. I'm saying there's something about this 7 of Swords that ties to what I just said. You know, because it's making them see the light here. 7 of Swords. I wonder if this reverses. There are a couple of cards that can flip this motherfucker. One of them is the World. Okay, I'll tell you that. The other one is the Magician. Death is already out. That would be the other one. The Wheel of Fortune's already come out once. It could come back again. I don't know. Let's find out. Why is the 7 of Swords here? Oh, look at this. It's an escalation. It's the 9 of Swords. The minute they start to worry about it's anxiety. It's just, and I see it here with the fear, this wall is coming down. They're not anxious, well, they are anxious about coming towards you. But that's not really what this energy is saying. They're not anxious about coming towards you. They're anxious because they know that the 9 is the end here, the 9 of Wands, right? The fear is going to be dropped. They're being silly. The Moon keeps poking at them. Sometimes if a friend pokes at you enough, let's say the Moon was their friend doing this to them while they're walking down the street. Sometimes if a friend prods you enough, you get pissed enough to do something. I already said that. I said that back at the beginning, I think. Right? I think that's what I got here because I have another 9. Alright? So we're coming to the end of the bullshit. The affecting energy around this 7 of Swords is making it net result, a 9 Swords type energy. Where, you know, if this person wakes up and goes, I'm really worried about this, but fuck it, I know I'm going to do it. So, you know, it's almost like an I have to do it sort of thing. What's on top here? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. It's a stabilizing energy. It is. It does in its own way flip the 7 of Swords to a 7 of Swords reversed, where someone gets real. This is a very practical energy. This is the Queen of Pentacles. It's why the 7 of Swords is here, and the affecting energy around it is the 9 of Swords. It's because somebody here, again, realizing your importance, realizing exactly the logic that I gave before I pulled these cards. While I was talking about the Seven of Swords, I said the logic is they're afraid to go towards something that'll make them happy because they have to get rid of something that makes them unhappy. That's illogical, right? And I think your person's realizing that. And I think that's why the card, I mean, nobody, that's irrefutable logic, right? It just makes sense to go toward what makes you happy. And this King of Swords is holding a rainbow sword. He's holding Archangel Michael's sword of truth. The Ace of Swords, as we know it in the Tarot. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Oh, you ain't gonna believe this. Okay, it's basically Steve's correct upright. All right, it's the Empress. Yeah, it is stabilized. You don't get any better than the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress together. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Because of the Empress. Because again, it's just someone, again, it's what the universe said, it's someone coming to their senses. Someone realizing that even in a frumpy pajama nightgown, she hot, right? Very bangable. Very bangable. And I got yellow here, and I got yellow here, that's forward movement. It's somebody coming towards you. This Seven of Swords isn't about them coming towards you, lying to themselves or deception. They're worried. They're coming towards you anxious because they didn't come towards you before. It's a strange way to phrase it. It's something you'll have to think about. They're coming at you anxious because they didn't come at you, because they blew you off, because they've been blowing you off. Okay? That's all. That's all the universe is saying here. This is, and when I pick up the deck, I accidentally leave the Tower and the Page of Wands. It's referring us back to here. That was completely accidental, and a Knight of Swords. Two cards of happening fast, sandwiched between somebody who wants something new. That's the snapping point. Okay? So they are under a little anxiety and stress when they show up, but they show up. Look at what I accidentally left on the table. Look at this hand right here. If this, in context of this reading, if this were a poker game, I'd take your house, I'd take your car, I'd take the whole pot, everything that's in there, your car keys, your house, your spouse, whatever, I'd take the whole thing. This Page of Wands, read center, left, right, this Page of Wands says exactly what this one does. This person wants something new, they come rushing in, and right here it's about starting over. That's what this energy is. Yeah, they show up a little suddenly, but I don't even think, I think that's why this Nine of Swords is here. Because I don't even think they realize they're there. I think in the middle of talking to you, in the middle of telling you how they feel, you know, in this energy, driving them, this energy is driving them batshit crazy. Think about that person walking behind you, poking you about something that you are trying to forget about. And it keeps poking and poking and poking. It drives you crazy, doesn't it? It'll wake you up at night and make you go, why the fuck did they keep reminding me of that? Why? Why can't I get rid of this? Why won't it go away? Oh, I can tell you, it's because there's a soul contract here. But the things that your person's afraid of are illogical. And I think they just come rolling in because in another angle of logic, they want something new. We know that. They're curious about something new. I got a Page of Wands. That's what this Page of Wands represents. This is someone who comes to their senses. The moon helps them see how stupid they've been, which is exactly what their friend would be doing if it was poking at them. If it's a friend, it's someone, hey, you know, man, I know you're pissed that I keep bringing this up. I'm the shit stirrer moon, but I'm just trying to help you. You know, you're stupidly afraid to go toward your happiness because of something, because you want to keep something, because you'll have to lose something that makes you unhappy. You're afraid of some kind of loss there. There's no loss. I think what someone realizes is the Empress is irreplaceable and the Queen of Pentacles ain't chasing. Okay? So they're going to need to do something. And I believe their inner curiosity about what might happen here causes that, well, shall we call it Knight of Wands, brave, impulsive action? Right there. It's amazing. It's an amazing reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the universe here. We're going to see. Let's get back to our original deck. So this is communication. The Empress is irresistible. All right. I'm not going to say it's their feminine energy coming out. It's all about you. The shit stirrer moon is, as far as the DM is concerned or the runner is concerned, is all about poking them because they missed out on this. Just like a friend would be ribbing you, right? If you blew off, male or female, imagine a hot male here if you're a woman looking for a man. But whatever it is, you know, you had a chance to bang the Empress. She was right there in her pajamas. No underwear. You got a perfect chance to bang the Empress, and your person blew it off. Your friends would be ribbing you about that for a while, especially if you're a dude, you know. They can be harsh, okay? That's what's going on here. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the universe, see what else it wants to tell you. And then I'm going to pull some wicked voodoo in the extended, because I got a devil here. And I got a devil right in your person's 3D. I got energy around them changing. And I got something they're afraid to let go of. And I want to see exactly how they feel, because I think they get real. I think they're anxious about getting real. If they were to tell you the truth, they lie a lot, okay, about their feelings. If they were to tell you the truth, you're this. But what does this mean to them is what I want to find out. But anyway, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. This should be an epic extended. There's no doubt. I'm going to pull a lot of side reads. Should be fucking epic, especially maybe we'll become the shit stirrer moon and look at it from another angle in the extended too. Take it from another angle and actually become the universe. Pull on the universe itself. That might be interesting. All right, give me 3 cards. What else you want to tell everyone before I go pull some wicked? And I mean wicked this time voodoo. We always pull from the bottom when we do this, and this is just the shit right here. It's the Wheel of Fortune. You got to be kidding me. The 8 of Cups, the Hangman, and look who shows back up. She don't have tits or pajamas this time. She's just the sexiest tree in the field, but it's the Empress. The Empress is getting away. We ended with the Empress. We end with the Empress, and the absolute final message is the affecting energy around the 8 of Cups. This person here, again, it goes to my logic statement. It's as though I were to say these 2 cards together, or as though I were to go to your person and say, so you're not going to go toward this hot tree or this bitchin' babe in the pajamas with no underwear, because you want to stay and keep something that makes you unhappy. That's toxic, right? Whatever it is. Doesn't have to be married. It just could be their life. Huh? That doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it's bullshit. It's not true. And we get that. We get not true. We get 7 of Swords here and 7 of Swords here. They know it's bullshit. So what the universe is trying to tell you is wait for it. Okay? Like that old slang saying, wait for it. Yeah, wait for it. Somebody here is getting a new perspective. Somebody here is coming out of the Hangman tree. I know that because these are read center, left, right. The Wheel of Fortune knocks the Hangman out of the Hangman tree. That's how it works, energetically speaking. And that's what's going on here. The Wheel of Fortune is, with the Hangman, is a very powerful combination. It is what I said. The moon here, the moon, which I'm bowing on, is lighting up how stupid they're being. You're the fucking Empress. You came up twice here. Also, they're afraid you're getting away, because you're the Empress. They're not the only one that wants to bang you. Look, if you go to her house and she's walking around in that outfit and you got a shot at it and you pass on it, somebody else going to be at that house sooner or later, and they're not going to say no. You know, they know that you can have anything you need, and you've got everything you need. You're reflecting as the Queen of Pentacles and the fucking Empress, and you show up as the fucking Empress, as the affecting energy around 8 cups, which causes a wheel to turn and a hangman to come out of the tree, because it just makes sense. And that's what this moon is doing. It's stirring some shit. It's taking all the energies. We've already got a course correction with the North Node affecting Lionsgate. We've got a course correction here, okay? Getting back on the main road to destiny. But now we've got this shit stirrer moon, because your person's resistant to that, and we learned that in the Lionsgate reading. We got this shit stirrer moon is making them feel stupid for even being resistant to that. On top of all that, a reading I'll be pulling in the next day or two is Venus moving into Leo, which I talked about in the Mercury and Virgo reading. I've been waiting for that. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back. And Venus goes into Leo at about the same time as this shit stirrer full moon. So keep that in mind. Look for that reading either tomorrow or Thursday. All right? That is your reading here. Now I'm going to go pull one epic motherfucking extended. Let me tell you what. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. This reading cross-checked itself all the way through. So I got a lot to pull on here for sure. All right. Good luck, everyone. If you want the extended, the link's in the description, by the way.